Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Cousins. And he's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You get the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect, but boy, that was force against force.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. It's a slant to Hill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal from the 6. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do.
Yeah. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Cousins escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Hardman to return. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking downfield for Kelsey. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run with Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling.
Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A 3rd quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Cousins. And he's got room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Touchdown, Vikings. Chris Herndon, 36 yards. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The man from nearby Georgia Tech, Harrison Butker, gets us started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll try the left side. Patterson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Play action. It's Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Here's Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go play action now. Ryan sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Davis. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have taken the early. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're going to try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this one too low.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. Play action here with Rosen. He'll buy some time right. Complete. Smith has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. And his throw here is incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Rosen on 1st and 10. This one caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. They'll try and run it here. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. On 1st down, it's Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. On play action, Rosen steps away. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go play action. It's Rosen rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 46 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side. Patterson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rosen off the play action. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Rosen will throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. Rosen, he's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. He finds his man, complete. That's Patterson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 25 on 2nd down, Rosen. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. And some room to work. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson. As the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Rosen will lead them up here to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Well, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Patterson. And some room to maneuver. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
On first down, it's Rosen. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. And he's got some space here. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, 48 yards. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Mahomes now on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rosen. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rosen. He finds his man complete. It's Patterson. Touchdown Falcons. Cordell Patterson. 71 yards. And the Falcons add on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now it's Rosen. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down. So we'll have to see what that's about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. And here's Edwards-Helaire, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Patterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Rosen to throw. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons will extend their lead. From the gun, it's Rosen. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Rosen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Davis. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rosen's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
And that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And all the Chiefs have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on second and long. Rosen, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Got some room at the 30, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Looking to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. He completes it to Ridley. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. This is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
They're going to try and run. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. One final try for Mahomes. One last shot at the end zone. And my goodness, another interception. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.